You are tuned into my weekly talk radio TV show called Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced and get happy with Dr. Marissa. And this show is about hope and happiness. So there's no gossip, no scandal. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. So I have shows and topics.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days.
Monday, Tuesday,
Happy days.
Wednesday, Thursday,
Happy days.
Friday, whatever.
Happy days.
What a day. Na-na-na, na-na-na.
I love you.
I love you too.
Best known as the mom from Happy Days, and she is a delightful 89-year young Marion Ross to my studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Dr. Marissa, this is such a treat for me.
Oh.
My goodness, you're a wonderment.
Which is exactly the kind of guest that I like. Those who have gone through life, good and bad, and then taken those experiences to alchemize them into the person they are now and doing good on the planet. I'd like you to welcome Corey Feldman.
If you're grateful for it and you say right away, thank you, God. Oh, my God, that's so beautiful. I'm so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then guess what? More good things will come to you.
Does this sound familiar at all? She's back again to mark my Cancer Awareness and Prevention Month show. Please welcome Fran Drescher. Hi, Fran.
On and supporting cancer schmance. I really appreciate it.
So what would you say are some of the biggest myths, Fran, that people have about cancer?
Well, I would say that they think that there's a cure for it.
Okay.
Instead of a cause for it.
This is the first call-in show when I get to be Dr. Marissa, the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura. And people call in to get their life tires balanced and their critical thinking or their BS, their belief systems, smog checked. And today I am delighted to have Malie calling in from Birmingham, Alabama.
We could go 90 days and end up having terrible sex. And then you say, well, the relationship's not all about sex. Well, if I'm not getting great sex from you, then I'm going to get it from somebody else. Right?
That moose just got put on the table. And I see Josh and Jim.
I have to agree
You're
with Clyde.
both nodding. Ramon's sort of half nodding because his wife's listening. But
I understood what was going to happen if Muhammad Ali's youngest daughter, made public that I was going to become a boxer. So I wanted to make sure this was the path that I wanted to go down.
you are absolutely fabulous, beautiful inside and out. And I'm giving you Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award today.
Thank you.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point.
When I go, I'm gone.
Are you lonely?
No.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be
But
the answer.
I surround myself with people. I mean, I'm always the one cooking for things. Or I'm always the one that decorates first and come to my house. All the orphans that have no place.
I'm going to have no place to go, so I
Okay,
can come
okay,
over.
come on over.
And life is so amazing if we can see it.
Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio Station KCAA, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Tiki Live, Rumble, Spreaker, and more. I am Dr. Marissa, your hashtag positively opinionated host, and we are on Friday, and my co-host is on her way. She begs a latitude. I guess it was a big night last night, but she'll be here. But, you know, while I have your attention, we are going to highlight one of my longtime show sponsors who is just wonderful. Actually, both of them, the partners, Karen and Dawn, they bring you original, creative, artisan craftsmen who provide for you everything that you need for your shopping, holiday shopping pleasure, including my bonus mom, who is definitely very creative. She is 91, and so I just wanted to highlight that they are on this whole run now to let's see, they're going 11 days in a row. So I wanted you to be able to go right through Sunday. They're going to be offering so many things, so many crafts. There's so many great ideas for all of the ways in which you can buy holiday goods. So please do check out timelesstreasuresboutiques.com or just go to Huntington Beach 7227 Edinger Avenue, the northwest corner of Edinger at Gothard. So I just wanted to give you that. I forgot to do that yesterday, but I am hoping that you will all go and visit my bonus mom and support her craft work and what she's doing. All right, let's go ahead and start with Breakfast with Dr. Marissa and Orville Nation, who is in my cashew gallery this morning, and maybe he wants to play along as well, Frank, and just to wish a very, very holiday happy blessings and wishes to all of the guys that support me at KCAA. Don't do this often enough. I should adopt the way that Casey Kasem, whose daughter was on my show. If you missed that show, that was a great show talking about elder abuse and what she had to go through. And her father was on his way to heaven. And other interviews, let's see, Jerry Mathers, Don Wells, who's also on the other side right now, Marianne Ross from Happy Days, I did Don Wells. I mean, there's 1,082 now shows, though I can't remember all of them, but please do go free subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can get a plethora of past shows as well as my red carpet playlist that highlights interviews with the Temptations, who is the reason why this special series on Fridays is called Tempting Conversations, is because my co-host, who's on her way, Elan Carter, is the daughter of the founder, Otis Williams. So please do go free subscribe and or vote, you will be happy to know I am 2011. We passed that 2,000 mark for subscribers, and 303,900 and something. Let's see, 900 and almost 304,000 views. So I am very, very grateful for that. Thank you all for the support. And let's go to breakfast. Well, there's 2 gratitudes right there. I'm going to start with taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich, which is how I like to start the show to balance out all the bad news. So I am grateful for all of the supporters that I have. I'm grateful for all the guys at KCAA that support me being on this platform. My show streams to over 100 countries that have checked in. And I am still grateful to be a #1 talk show in the IE in the morning. And I am grateful to have a platform to splatter more hope and happiness on. I am grateful that the sun is shining always somewhere. And it just happens to be in Southern California today. I am grateful that I get to leave in on a jet plane. Next week, end of next week, I'll be going to Australia and New Zealand. And I always combine work with pleasure, book tour, speaking, and getting to be there when my favorite niece has her first baby boy. And so I'm just delighted to be able to do that. If you're listening and you know anybody in Australia or New Zealand that would like to come to a class, I'm doing Tai Chi over there on the beach and in the park, or come for a book signing, let me know and we'll hook them up. All right. That's it for my gratitudes. Anybody else want to chime in there? I'm grateful. Oh, I got to meet Bob Eubanks from the Newlywed Game on the red carpet. I had a wonderful, warm greeting from both Rita Lee and Danelle Danigan, who both were the queens that night on the carpet in Hollywood Museum as we celebrated 50 years of the Daytime Emmy Awards. So I got to meet a lot of actors and actresses from General Hospital, from the only one that I used to watch is As the Stomach Turns.
As the stomach?
As the stomach turns, but it's not there anymore. And she's arrived, my own queen of this particular show. Welcome back to the studio. This is my co-host on Fridays on Tempting Conversations with Dr. Marissa and
Elan Carter. Good morning.
Good morning. Here we go. Look, I know you'll like my mug.
You like my mug? Look at my mug.
Oh yeah. You can't even say that out loud, but that is a good mug.
I won't say it.
Can you see mine?
I like contacts on. Oh, the Santa Claus one.
Isn't it cute? All right. Cheers.
That's adorable. Cheers. Somebody made my coffee and they gave me this cup on purpose. They're standing in the background. You know who it is. He's standing looking.
I know.
He's looking at me.
I wonder, I think his first name starts with K.
Yep, KP. And now he's running. He's running. Don't run. Come back.
Hey, take responsibility. Take responsibility for your choices.
Exactly. This is what you say to your wife. That's how he really feels.
You look beautiful this morning.
I do. Thank you, because I totally overslept. He had to wake me up because I was up until 2:30 this morning baking cakes. And I set my alarm and I got up really early because the dogs wanted to get out. And then I fell back asleep. But I was in a deep sleep. You know how when you get back in a deep sleep, I didn't know where I was. I was startled. I was like, hi. He goes, aren't you doing your show? I was like, oh. So I was really tired. And I'm up. Trace is my wingman. So he keeps me company while I bake.
Oh.
So I was up until 2:30. I was tired.
Are you baking today?
Yes. When I get off with you, I have to finish because I was just too tired to bake last night. I had to finish some stuff. So I just said when I get off this morning, I'm going to start because I didn't freeze my stuff last night to get out today, so it might be a day later.
Because if you can wait or continue, I'm going up your way for a holiday party. You know, I'm on the board of Hillview Mental Health Center. It's a mental health center. It's up in like Granada Hills. Aren't you by Granada Hills?
Yeah. What time?
Yeah.
Because I have to go to Beverly Hills at 4. What time?
I might be able to. Well, it starts at noon. I think I'll be there till like 1:30.
Okay, well, call me and see if I'm around because I'm gonna be baking, and I wish you would have told me I have to be somewhere in Beverly Hills at 4. So I have to leave early to go over there for another event.
All right. Well, that's the thing.
You should come by because it will be.
Well, I have to get my cake.
Well, you know what? That's perfect. You know what? I'll make you one extra one because I'm gonna cook in a minute.
Okay. So, and I wore this just for you for the holidays.
I have my contacts on. I can't see.
It's purple. It's purple.
It looks blue because I can't have my contacts on this morning. If I don't get enough sleep and I put my contacts on, then my eyes are stingy. So I didn't put them on. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. But that was my holiday specific to your show, right?
Thank you. I like purple and I like silver and I like pink and blues.
And I'm making James, my Straight Talk new co-host on Thursdays, change the color of the banner because it was
you did?
Yeah, it's purple moving to pink, but you've got purple, so I made him blue.
Okay, so you made him what color? Blue.
I'm changing him to blue. Yeah.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah. It's all good. So
you know what? I didn't realize that every day is a different color. You know what? I don't know why. That's very, very psychologically clever, which you are. But I did not even pay attention that I'm a different color because I like purple, which is weird. I'm going to pay attention now.
All right. What are you grateful for? You get one. Because you're rolling in late.
I am grateful that the treatment that my mother is getting is the best prognosis for what we're dealing with. So I'm grateful that it's something that we could deal with and it's less invasive and she won't be in pain, which that's what she's had to go through with the surgery that she just had. So I am grateful that the doctors are very optimistic and very happy that they think they've got this down to a science. So they know that they're going to make her all brand new. A new Goldie.
A new Goldie.
Yeah. So she's excited too. She's happy that it's the best situation and we feel good about it, that she's going to be fine. But, it'll be a couple of weeks and then she's got to go in and do what she has to do. But I am grateful for the prayers because I think that really helped.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right, now let's go to the bottom of the bun, which is, what do you like about yourself? What do you appreciate about who you are? So instead of every night before you go into bed doing this business, I call MS, meaningless scrolling and looking at other people's lives that really don't matter or thinking about all the things you didn't get done. You are appreciating yourself, which I think is the hallmark of good mental health. So what do you like about yourself?
Perseverance.
Good humor.
I'm funny, even though it's the same thing you said. I'm really funny.
I'm funny, and looks aren't everything.
What do you mean? You always look fabulous. I appreciate that I am a nurturing person.
And you very much are. I appreciate that I am a good adjuster.
Oh, that's good. I appreciate that I'm very open to new ideas and new strategies.
I appreciate I'm curious.
You curious?
I'm curious.
Do I have one more?
Yeah.
I appreciate that
You're a great
not
baker.
too many things really bother me. Like not too many people scare me. I'm not scared of anything. I was like, I have nothing to lose. I'm going full force. I had an incident happen, and this person made some comment to me a couple of days ago, and and this was a big man, and I was like, bring it on. And he looked at me like I was crazy. My husband's like, you're crazy. This man was 6'8", and he's like, sweetheart, I'm not your sweetheart. Bring it on. It's war. So I realized that I'm somewhat crazy because I don't care. If I feel like I'm doing wrong, I should say I'm grateful that I stand up to people. I stand up for myself. I don't care who you are. If you're wrong, I'm standing up. I don't care. I'm not backing down.
Yeah. And that's a good thing. I think that's great about you. I have that too, but not quite as much as you. But someone told me that my middle name is No Fear, which would apply to you as well. Mm-hmm. And then that I live my life as if it had no barriers.
You should.
Isn't that a great thing to say?
Yeah,
though?
That is really good. You should live your life like that, because as we get older and mature, we realize that that's how we should be living the whole time. We don't realize that because there's so many other influences when you're young. You're too worried about how you look, how you perceive, what other people think. And no matter how successful or how much of a failure you are, no one's ever going to have, like, everyone's always going to talk crap. And the more successful you are, as you know, the worse people become. And they don't even realize that. I was trying to explain to Trace, they don't realize they're envious because they don't know what it is. They just think like there's something about your energy and you did this because you're wrong or this. They justify it because they actually sometimes in their mind, it's not even malicious. They don't know what your energy, your light really bothers them.
Yeah. And I can't remember where I was saying it, but that is one of the challenges and opportunities. If you're out there doing something, good on you, because you really are using your life to the maximum possibilities. And at the same time, people are not all going to appreciate that.
No.
And that's just the way it is. That comes with the territory kind of.
And it's even family members. That's what's really hard to accept. Like, some people are here because they're karmic people, and karma people are here for you to learn life's lessons. That's why we're on this planet, because we come back until we learn that lesson. And sometimes you're given people in your own family to teach you something. And so when you think, why are they doing this to me? Why is this wrong? This is going bad and they should love me. Maybe they don't know how, and you were supposed to have them in your life to teach you something. You have to persevere, overcome, and be selfish.
Yeah.
And when you learn to be selfish, most of the time, those are the people that succeed. And sometimes you look at them and go, oh, they're selfish. Well, when you help people, they don't appreciate it, because then when you can't help them anymore, then you become a bad person, right? In their mind, because they can no longer use you. So I tell my kids now, I wish I was taught this when I was young. Be selfish, put yourself first.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And let's just finish off then. This is Breakfast with Dr. Marissa and
Elan Carter.
And I'm hoping that you will do this for 28 consecutive days. It's so important, because if you can't approve of yourself, how the fork do you expect anybody else to approve of you? That is why we do this discipline called breakfast in the morning. And you're tuned in to take my advice. I'm not using it. Get Balance with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, celebrating 25 years on the air, the station that leaves no listener behind, home to the Asian Oprah and to this very special Friday series called Tempting Conversations with Dr. Marissa and
Elan Carter.
Okay, I took your words to heart, what you like to do. So today we're going to play What is the Universe Telling You Today? So I have a bunch of cards here. I have this card pack, which is called Mythical Goddess Tarot, and Ascended Masters, and The Language of Letting Go. This is actually from one of my friends, Melody Beatty. And this is another friend, Masters of Light Wisdom Oracle. And she's the one that made that beautiful soul portrait for me, Catherine Skaggs. So that's the one we're going to start with. So you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
I know you like this stuff. All right.
I do.
I'm going to shuffle the cards and you tell me when to stop. We're going to start with the Wisdom, Masters of Light Wisdom Oracle. Okay. Ready? Go.
Yep.
Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. You pick the card called Breathe. Isn't that pretty?
I need that one.
Yeah.
That's definitely a wisdom card and appropriate.
Take a moment, breathe deeply. Relax, connect with your spirit and body. Now let's see what the extended version says about breathe. Mother Breath of Life is here to help you connect your consciousness, body, and presence to the divine source of all life. This ancient divine mother is the eternal and timeless midwife of your soul. She guides you through breathing and gives life to your ideas, thoughts, and desires, words, and actions. With the powerful command of your breath, you can also release fearful emotions, thoughts, and physical limitations so that you may be free, present, and awake. That's a good blessing.
That's a good one.
Okay, let's go pick one out for Goldie. Is she up?
Yeah, she's up.
Okay, we're gonna pick her out one from the Ascended Masters cards. Let's see which one she is. Okay, you can pick. Say stop for her.
Tell me when you're ready.
I am ready. Go. Say stop.
Stop.
You can do it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I love this. Okay, you can do it. Let's see what that says. You can do it. Archangel Michael. Isn't that interesting?
Totally appropriate.
Yes, you're qualified and ready to take the steps towards your desired outcome. You have what it takes to fulfill your dreams and your life's purpose. This card signals that it's time now to make your move. You can do it. Take action without delay or hesitation. Additional meanings for this card. No more preparing or procrastination. Just do it. Gospel according to Nike is what I call that.
I was going to say like Nike.
Yeah. You're a valuable and beloved person. You're on the right path. Archangel Michael is a powerful overseer of guardian angels. He helps light workers to remember and to fulfill their life's purpose. Michael holds a sword of light to cut away fearful attachments that bind us in apathy or procrastination. He gives us courage and strength to make life changes to move beyond our comfort zone. Call upon Archangel Michael for protection, motivation, clarity, and courage.
I like that one. That one's perfect for her.
Isn't it?
I don't know if she's watching today, but I hope she hears it.
Well, she'll watch it later. She can always watch it later.
Yeah, that's totally appropriate.
Okay, I'm going to do one now. Is this one mythical? Masters of Light. Mythical gods.
That's my dog. He wants to participate. He just came in.
He wants a card too.
Yes.
Isn't this beautiful? Look at her
yeah,
art.
that's beautiful. My mom, I don't know if she's watching, but she keeps writing me, and I'm on my phone today, so I can't read any of her text.
Oh, you're on the phone? Okay.
On the phone.
She probably just said she heard that. Actually, I'm going to do this one. This is from the language of letting go. All right. I'm going to go. Stop trusting in life.
Yes.
Today, I will trust that the events occurring in my life are not random. My experiences aren't mistakes, and the universe, my higher power, and life are not picking on me. I'm going through exactly what I need to go through to learn something valuable, something that will prepare me for the joy and love I'm seeking. Wow, that's like totally right on. Totally right on. I've had to apologize twice this week, and I hate apologizing.
You do?
I do. I hate it. But I did. But I did, and it always feels better afterwards.
You have to work on that.
I fight it because I don't like being picked on, and when I'm picked on, I react, right? That knee-jerk reaction, and then I have to apologize for it. But it was good for me, because I still sometimes, I revert back to that when I was young. If you're perfect, you're loved. If you're imperfect, you're not loved. And so my perfectionism kicks up, so I don't like being human.
Well, and I think that's a cultural belief. I got really angry at Trace the other day, and I snapped him and was screaming at him. And it was really uncalled for me to get that upset with him. So he left and went to the store, and he went and drove. And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't want that to scar him later, that my mom's going through so much and she just flew off the handle over something so trivial. So I apologized to him, and I told him to come home, and I'm so sorry. And I felt better afterwards, because I was like, you don't want this psychological thing. And it kind of related to some of the stuff you told me. And I was like, I can't do that, because it'll bother him, even though I'm upset as his mother. I hear some of the stuff that you've said, and I go, I'm going to just do it. And so he feels better. And I did. So you helped influence me, which I normally would be like, I'm not going to say I'm sorry. He shouldn't have done that. And I was like, no, I'm going to tell him I'm sorry. I was like, I love you. I'm sorry, Mommy just was in a bad mood. And I going through menopause, and I bit your head off. But I did. It was over. But I realized it.
God, what an unexpected, nice compliment. Thank you, Elan.
Yeah.
I love that. You're going through menopause is what I call it.
Menopause. If you say anything, I'm telling you, this person that I addressed the other day, I had walked into a restaurant, saw this person who's done something not like terrible. I'll tell you about it. You'll know when I tell you. And I was like, oh, is that such and such? And Keith goes, uh-oh. And so he goes over to the guy, right? And then we go sit down, and I go, I have to go to the bathroom. And then I guess the guy was having a business meeting. And I was, you know how when you get so mad, you start shaking? I went to the bathroom, and I have no fear. Like when I'm upset, this man's like 6'8". I stood at his table, and I just looked at him, and I said, hi, we're looking for you. And the people just froze, and I smiled through it. He's like, I'll come over. I was like, yeah, you better. Because I was going to totally embarrass him. He eventually came over after a while. And I had to smile because it was a crowded restaurant. But he literally thought that I was like one loose screw. But
yeah,
I got my point across. And then I realized I'm in menopause, so I have no fear right now. I was justified what I did. But because of that, I guess maybe it had to happen.
Yeah.
But then what the sad thing is, though? I felt good afterwards.
Well, there is something to say.
Where I'm like upset or I'm angry, that's a bad thing. I ran into this woman the other day, and she goes, yeah, everything makes me angry. I throw things at the kids. I'm like, oh my God, it's like being a hothead at 20 years old.
Yeah. What is that? Something got thrown. It looked like it started snowing behind you. That was
really?
Weird.
That's weird. So the whole breathing thing, that was the most appropriate card.
That is so. Well, the universe speaks, right? And
yeah, our angel Michael's talking to me, saying, "Breathe, Elan, breathe."
People are throwing appropriate snow at. Oh, I saw my first shooting star, Elan.
You did?
I did.
That's the first time you saw that. That was a good sign. That's a good sign for the new year coming in.
Yeah. I was coming back from the red carpet from that daytime Emmys carpet thing, And my new mini me, Renelle, you got to meet her. We'll have her on this. She's powerhouse singer, Filipina. She was on Khloe Kardashian's Body Revenge. She's the one that suggested. She had hooked up with me on social like months ago, and I didn't know. But she messaged me and suggested that I should go on this reality show that was the same producers. And I got to like round 2 and everything was great. And then I woke up and I went, you've built your brand around being classy and positive, and you want to do a reality show where you have no control over how they show you?
Oh, we talked about this. I told you to
Are
do
you
it.
crazy?
I said do the show.
I know, but no. It would be like it would be a slap in the face to all the things that I built. You know, because I have no control. If I
you have control of what you say, that what comes out your mouth. So because
No,
you're
but
smarter
you
than most people, you can make sure you just don't say anything crazy.
I learned my very first expert commentary show was on Fox, and it was called Busted on the Job. And I did probably an hour's worth of filming, and I didn't sound stupid, but it was like if I had known that the only thing they wanted me to do was to comment on why this guy peed in the company coffee pot, I wouldn't have done it. But
why? I would have commented. That would have been great. That's disgusting.
Well, but it's like
she should have been embarrassed and outed totally.
But they like, you know, cut up what they wanted.
Yeah, of course they do. But I mean, come on, if someone's going to bring that up, what do they expect? You're going to say something like flowery? Of course you're not going to say anything flowery.
Pick one.
Okay, go.
Tell me
Go.
when to stop.
Go.
I am.
Stop. Go, stop. Stop.
All right. Blossoms. Oh, pretty. Blossoms of the
Put it up so I can see it. Put it up so I can see it. I can't see it. No. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a pretty card.
Isn't it? Looks like
that's
you.
Like, huh?
It looks like you.
Oh, it does? I can't see it that close.
Yeah, it looks like you. So this is, I don't know where that. This is Blossoms of the Sky Dancer. Ooh. Oh my God.
What?
This was actually for me. This is so weird because I was gonna pick it for myself.
Right.
And then I thought, look, okay, so here's a weird story. I had a friend when the kids were young, and she was into all the, I wasn't even that spiritual at the time. And she was into all this stuff, like the woo-woo stuff. Mm-hmm. And she said, who's your spiritual guide? And I said, I have no clue. She goes, well, she put that question under your pillow, right? Mm-hmm. So I did. And hers was Hannibal or something like that. But anyways, I saw a Chinese-looking woman with her hair up and a white robe. And so I told her, and she goes, oh, that's Kuan Yin. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't know. Do you know who that is? Mm-mm. See, I didn't know either. And so I'll read you who it is right now. And okay, so Kuan Yin guide you to remember the creative energy and spiritual light that are within you. This is for both of us, which cause all of life around you to bloom. Creation is a natural spiritual power within you, beloved. Force can slow down the process, so don't push. It is time to stop striving and allow your manifestation to occur. Trust, let go, and allow your creation to flow. That's totally for both of us. Isn't that good? Yes. So here's the deal, though. I never believe anything easily. Like, you got to prove it to me. So I said to the universe, I said, oh, okay, come on. Kuan Yin, really, is that really, you know, who it is? And when I went into a bookstore, I had my Tai Chi DVD, and it was at the bookstore, and it was in a shelf. And guess what book was on top of it? Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin. And I'm like, wow, that's like super weird cool, right? But I
Yeah.
still didn't really believe it. So then, like about a month later, this woman came from San Francisco to Agape, and she was the spirit of Kuan Yin. And she came in the front door, and my big brother Michael Bernard Beckwith, founder of Agape, came out of the main area. I came out of the teens hallway, and apparently, and there were people that saw this. There was a bolt of light that connected in a triangle, the three of us.
Wow.
And people saw that. And it was, I'm like, what the fork was that? Because I could feel it in my hair. And Michael had told me before that the reason why we have connected is because we both share Kuan Yin energy. So when she came in the door and she was Kuan Yin energy, there was this triangle of energetic connection. That was literally, people saw light and they felt it. Isn't that weird?
And she's come up a lot throughout your life, and you just pulled that card.
Correct. And I just pulled it.
Yeah.
Out of all these cards that could have been pulled, right?
They're
really all different.
That's your confirmation. We're both very spiritual. That's your confirmation that, look, I've been praying to Archangel Michael about my mother, and you pull that card. So that's just confirmation for both of us that we are getting what our prayers are being, answered, and they're listening.
Yes. So
did we have any peanut gallery today?
We had Orville Nation. I don't know if he's still here. Orville, are you there? So we'll see if he's there.
We didn't have any enough juiciness for him.
No, not enough juiciness, I guess. Not enough cleavage. I know Troy has not been feeling well.
Oh.
And so that's, and Maria, has work. So
yes.
Yeah, it's been a quiet cashew gallery. Let's pull one for Trace.
Yes.
Which one do you want which pack do you want? 1, 2, or 3?
Which
1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
That was the one I was going to choose too.
Ah.
All right. What's his favorite number? We'll do it that way.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's say 10.
Well, how old is he now?
19. But we could say 10.
10?
Yeah, because 1 and 9 is 10, and I said 10. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Okay. 8, 9, 10. Today, I will not wait for someone to come to my aid. I'm not helpless. Although help may come, I'm my own rescuer. My relationships will dramatically improve when I stop rescuing others and stop expecting others to rescue me. Does that apply?
Appropriate.
Is it appropriate?
He likes to rescue people, and I was like that. And so I'm trying to teach him not to go to other people's aid. When they show you who you are, walk away. And that's what we talked about this last night, me and Trace and I, while I was baking. Like, he's learned now to stop helping everybody. He said, I used to always forgive people because they would come back around, after they needed me again. And he goes, I've learned now to not go back. I had that bad habit of doing that. He just said this last night, not to go back anymore.
Well, he got the affirmation. Yeah, he got the nod from a friendly universe. Okay, yes. London.
I'll pull one for London. Pull one for Keith. Shush. Okay. Conan, my Afghan. He's getting a bath today and he's complaining.
What's London's favorite number?
How
old is she?
Let's put 7. She's 15, but she's born in the 7th month.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She'll love this. Melchizedek, because it's an interesting spiritual law of attraction.
Okay. I can't even pronounce what you said.
I know, neither can I. Okay. So that's her ascended master. and it's spiritual law of attraction. That's a big one for me. Let's see. Here we go. The situation you're inquiring about has come to you by the spiritual law of attraction. You've attracted certain people or situations because they mirror your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. In the same way, people and situations that you once found desirable are now moving out of your life as you've shifted your energy through your spiritual path. Like attracts like means that everything and everyone that you draw into your life is similar to your thought patterns. If you want to change what or who you attract, hold more positive, loving, and joyful thoughts. The ascended masters and angels can help you with this shift.
That's appropriate because she's at that transitional stage where I tell her, you know, we're starting to look at college programs. And so I tell her to have more confidence. She's very capable. She's very smart, but she doesn't have enough confidence in herself. She feels that it's challenging, and then she always takes the challenge on. But if she feels it's too challenging, she'll pull back. And I said, you need to take that challenge because you have to try. And just like the swimming, she fought me on it, and she like got up at 6 this morning to go swimming early this morning, and it's cold. She's swimming at night and she's swimming at 5 and 6 in the morning, which I wouldn't be doing it, but I don't tell her that.
That's great.
She totally takes the challenge on, and the programs that she's looking at, she talked to a counselor yesterday, and she was reluctant. And I said, listen, you need to do this now. You still feel like you're young. This is the now you start the process. Just go in there confident and tell the counselor what you want, right?
Yeah.
This is your life. They're going to still be there at that school doing the same thing for the next 20 years. You need to grow and set your life up. So this is for you. So I'm trying to teach her those tools because she's shy. So that's actually appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Melchizedek was a Canaanite priest king and teacher of the patriarch Abraham. He's associated with Archangel Michael.
Again.
And Jesus in many ancient spiritual texts, including some that interchange his name with Michael's and Jesus's. So he's actually Michael.
And London's very spiritual. Trace is the religious one, and London's the spiritual one. She's like, I'm not into religion at all. She's very, she's very opinionated about it too. But Trace is the complete opposite. It's interesting how you have 2 kids in the house, and you know, it's not always necessarily your background, because he is very much, he's more religious, no scriptures. She totally opposite.
Yeah.
She's more science-based.
That's why I knew she would like this. This guy's a scientist. Look at this. He's a great spiritual master of alchemy and sacred geometry.
You know what she said last night when she talked to the counselor? Which I was so surprised, because one of the things I was thinking about going into is psychology, right? And she goes, I like psychology and I like astronomy, and I want to go into astronomy. And you know, the guy, the black guy that's so good, I can't think of his name. He's so smart. I can't think of his name. Kind of has like a little fro. He's really smart. He's on all the like show. Oh my God, why I can't think of his name. I gotta ask Keith his name. Anyway, this guy's phenomenal. And when he wants to go into astronomy, he talks about, you'll know him if I say it because he's on all kinds of shows. He said that his teacher tried to discourage him. His school tried to discourage him and told him to go into like a trade or something. And he's like one of the greatest astronomers like there is. Like he's, you know, totally into what's happening with the planet. You see him all kinds of shows, and I'm gonna say his name. I can't remember. I just know he's a black guy.
My assistant Google.
That's kind of stereotyping, but it's true. But I just love to hear him talk.
Is it Neil deGrasse?
Yes, Neil Degassi or something. Neil. Yeah, that's him.
I got it. My assistant Google is really good.
Yeah, well, I'm on my phone, but yeah, it's Neil. And so when she said that, I don't even know if she really follows him, but she was like totally interested in going to astrology and astronomy. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah.
That's wild. So
maybe she want to be an astronaut. I'm like, don't go up to the moon, London. Don't do that. I don't want you doing that.
Yeah, I know. Those those ones that didn't do well are very haunting.
Yeah, I don't want you going up to space. I don't know what's up on the moon. There might be some other beings up there. You don't need to go.
And if you've just tuned in and wondering what's going on in the studio, I got so carried away. I haven't done a station ID. This is Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the home to the Asian Oprah, and celebrating 25 years of not leaving any listener behind. And this is Friday. So we are talking about tempting conversations and what we're tempted to talk about. And this morning we're having a great time going through some spiritual woo-woo guidance cards and finding out. And so far we're 100% accurate on every single person we pulled a card for. Yeah. And just to continue that, I'm pulling the 7th card for London, since she likes this stuff, from every deck. Now, guess which one she pulled out of this deck, which is a beautiful, kind of looks like her again. You see it? Doesn't that look like her?
I can't see it.
Oh, well, she'll have to look at it later. But it's interesting. It actually reflects her Chinese auntie, me.
Yeah.
Because it's the Tao. Now, my Chinese mom's maiden name is Tao.
Tao? Okay.
Yeah. And so the Tao is balance.
Yeah.
It's always flowing, always nourishing life into creation. So flowing, swimming, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. Self-confidence. You are being guided and to relax and allow life to flow. Feel the joy of release and the wonder of how easy life can be when we let go of fear and control.
Yeah, that's me. Control.
Yeah, and this is perfect for London.
And she's the same sign. We're only a couple of days apart. So she's very much like me too.
So what's your favorite number?
What's my favorite number? 3 and 7.
Okay, so let's pick 3. Oh, we already did 3 from this.
No, let's do 7.
Let's do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Archangel Gabriel.
Ah, that's another angel I pray to all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Pretty.
He knows that I'm talking to him. Gabriel and Michael.
And it's called Messages. Pay attention to your visions and the signs and symbols all around. The divine is speaking.
That's so appropriate.
I'm guessing
many signs.
I'm guessing it is. Let's see what else it says, because it goes into a little more detail. It's called Messages. Here we go. Archangel Gabriel is the divine messenger, the master communicator and bringer of clear visions, dreams, signs, and symbols. Archangel Gabriel assists with all communications to and from the heavens. Your prayers and petitions are heard. Answers are on the way or have already arrived.
Okay.
Look for signs and symbols on the license plates of cars or on the billboards you pass by. Notice the messages from ads or movies you watch. What themes, synchronicities, and messages come your way. Note and record where you can reflect. Gabriel and the universe are here to awaken.
That is so appropriate. Thank you very much, Gabriel. I need that.
I'm getting
signs, and there's something that messages that I've been waiting for, and Trace got a sign and he sent it to me. He goes, see, this is your confirmation. That was last night for something that came to him. So we've been getting these confirmations, and sometimes you're like, well, it's a coincidence. And I'm like, no, Trace, that's your ancestors and your angels working for you.
Yeah. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm going to pick one for my daughter and myself.
Okay.
Her favorite number is 23. This is isn't that pretty? This is from Catherine Skaggs. Her deck. Mother Shakti Kundalini, Sacred Union. I love my life.
That's for you, isn't it?
Ecstasy calls. Within lies the pure transcendent life source of connection in your inner beloved. So this is the funny thing. I told you I saw my first shooting star. It was on the way back. I had taken Mini-Me, that new girl, Ranella, who sings the national anthem for the Lakers and the Dodgers. I mean, she's powerhouse. But anyways, she's on a mission to hook me up and get, she just got married, so she's all into, and so we were talking about that when the shooting star happened. So
that was your confirmation.
Yeah, exactly. Is that
all the signs?
Crazy?
Yes.
It's so crazy.
Least expect it's going to come from nowhere. Like you're not even going to expect it.
All right, from your mouth. She's the divine feminine liberator and the fiery animating life support force of creation. My daughter is too. As the mystical energy of the coiled snake at the base of your spine, she lies in wait for your readiness to awaken. Ooh, I'm getting a little warm.
You said it. See, don't start, because then I'll start messing with you.
I haven't gotten 5 minutes from Frank yet. As you desire, act, and align to higher consciousness, she uncoils her primordial life force to purity and illuminate. Squeeze your butt.
Squeeze your butt.
Is
that what you said?
Yeah, it says breathe, feel, sense, squeeze your buttocks.
Well, that's appropriate for what you just said.
Yeah, breathe, sensing energy rising upwards from your root through a column of light and moving into and through each chakra. I'm feeling it. Imagine this as a sacred fire. Be present, never force, be patient and present. Imagine this is a river flowing like no other, cleaning and clearing the old, awakening passion, love, and ecstasy as your true nature.
Wow.
I'm glad you wanted to do this. It's so fun. Okay.
That was
wanted
fun.
to do one for Keith. Here we go.
Okay. His favorite number is 22.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22.
22 for Keith.
Being true to myself.
Oh, hopefully he's listening. Being true to yourself, Keith.
Today, I will honor, cherish, and love myself. When I get confused about what to do, I just have to remember that I need to be true to myself. I will break free of the hold that others and their expectations have on me. I don't know if this is...
That is really, really appropriate. That's probably appropriate for him, for me. He's like, let me run from her. That's why he gave me this cup this morning. That's why he gave me this cup. I'm running. He's like, I'm running. I'm breaking free.
That is forking hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. We've got
who's that?
That's
Keith. He's like, I'm running.
No, he's like, word.
Word. Yeah, I figured he say some word.
This is
See, I didn't say it.
Thank you, everyone, for your prayers. Marissa, I love your message. And I love you, too. That's from Mama. And we have 2 minutes left. Oh, my God. Really? I thought we had 5 minutes left. What is going on? That's so anyway. So, well, that looks like it's a wrap-up. Wasn't that fun?
That was fun. I like that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, I do listen to you, and you said that you love doing this kind of stuff. So I thought
we got to get like a psychic lady on.
Yeah, we will. You just have to, I
actually had a couple people I used to talk to, so let me reach out and see if I get.
Okay, well, we can get Catherine. I'll reach out to Catherine and see if she'd like to come back on. She's the one that drew the soul portrait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she does the reading like that too. I had a wacko dream too. Since you're the one that can do dream interpretation, but I can't remember it now. But I haven't dreamed in a long time. But I have a dream interpreter that we can also have.
I was having I was dreaming because Keith woke me up because I was sleeping so well. And I was there was a lot of animals in my dream, and I had 2 Black Panthers standing there looking at me. And I remember trying to get the dogs away, especially Tank, because I thought they were trying to eat my dogs, right? And they were like, I have the gates in my house. I'm looking at the gates so the dogs don't cross over. So, but they weren't doing anything. They were just looking at the dogs, and they were Black Panthers. Oh, okay, we gotta go.
So it's all about balance, peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thanks for playing along with us. We do love you, and we want you to have the best
weekend ever.
We'll
next
see you
time,
next
dream
week.
interpretation. Bye.